Hi friend. Today we're going to undo some of the madness from last time. We learned a lot from the rat build with all the options. We're going to take some of them out. If that sounds good, join me. Okay, let's go over this. What we're going to do is, I learned my lesson on the last rat build, and putting too many options in it just feels like a mistake. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this switching system for the different diodes and we're going to stick it into another project. So basically we're going to grab the group tool and select all this, and we're going to copy it to a new schematic. And then we're going to paste that in here. And we're just going to save this. And for the ground, we're going to put a terminal in there. And then we're going to put a terminal for the top so that we could just connect these. I guess what we should do is use a supply pin. We'll use a supply pin that we could connect just a plain alligator clip to. We'll put that at the top here. All right. That's just going to be a new project and we're going to save that. We'll just save it in the same place. We'll do that and then we're going to close this. And we're going to come back to the Harmonic Percolator. And what we're going to do is just take all this out. We're just going to get rid of all this. It's just being silly, I know. We were trying to make all these fun things to put on here. We're just going to redo it. So get rid of all these. Let's see if we could just do this. Yeah, that's easier. Instead of going to every single one, huh? All right. And we're going to put two different types of clipping circuits in here. We're just going to use a regular switch, single pole double throw with the lugs. That's going to go here. That's going to choose between them. And then we're going to choose, where are they? 1N914s. So these are 1N914s. And for the other side, we're going to use those IFR, what are they called? IFR 5, they're 520s. We have one for the 510s. So we're going to use those first and we'll just rename them. There. And we're going to hook them up the same way as we always do clipping diodes. And on these ones, we connect the gate and the drain like this. And what that does is it takes part of the MOSFET and uses the little diode gate that's in there as part of the clipping circuit. We're going to add another ground to here. Connect that part to ground. Yes, absolutely. All right, let's fit that in and we're going to move that down a little bit. Because we're going to put a potentiometer in here to make the diode clipping asymmetrical on both sides. So what we're going to need is a potentiometer that has two built into one. It's called a dual gang. Let's see, we need this one. We're going to put that here, that, and like that. They're both tied together so they both work at the same time. All right, we're going to hook these up like this. This goes to here. This goes to here. Comes out like this. This one comes to here. All right, and what this does is this switch will select between the 1N914s and the MOSFETs. We're going to rename this to diodes. Let's capitalize that. And we're going to rename this. Let's spell it right. How's that? Asymmetry. That way these two will be together. And we're going to rename these as, give a value of what we have, which is the 520s. I'm sure the 510s will be extremely similar. But that's what I've always used, and I really like them, so I'm not going to change it now. And I believe that's the whole schematic. I'm going to clean it up and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. It's all cleaned up, and I'll save a copy of that, put it on the website. And I think that's all we're going to do for today. I just wanted to mention a few things. The whole world seems to be going through the coronavirus epidemic thing. Pandemic is what they're calling it. So I want to encourage you to support your local friends and those that you deal with online. I got something really cool from Lawrence at Love My Switches. They're called Rocket Socket, and all they are is plastic sockets, and they fit over all your switches. You know, it fits your switches, so you can tighten them nice and tight. And you have your different sizes for your jacks, and even your small switches. These go on there, and you just get them nice and tight, and it works really well. I think they're 15 bucks, something like that. And you get all the sizes that you need for a normal pedal building. They're really neat, and I highly recommend them. Put a link down below. And I'd also like to encourage you to support your favorite YouTube channels. The ones that you really enjoy, send them $1 or $2. You could join Patreon for some of them, like Uncle Doug, AVE, all those guys, or this one. Anyways, I'd like to thank my Patreon subscribers right now. Here they come. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Anyways, you could join that multitude if you'd like at the link below. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon. See you later.